The first sneak peek of the update is today, and we're going to look at all 35 sprays, 18 skins, balance changes, including a huge surge rework, new gadgets, and much more. So let's get this party started with the all-new skins, prices, and release dates.
I'll show you my skin for free any day.
Would you just leave? Now, I can't show you the gameplay of Empress Bonnie and the Valkyrie Janet skins, but I will show you them in my Bonnie and Janet 1v1 videos, so be sure to subscribe for those. Now, every single one of these skins have custom everything from shots, supers, winning, and losing animations, so let's take a look at Crash Test Daryl. He will be the Power League skin of the season. If you win 60 rounds of Power League, you will be given the honor of unlocking the option to purchase him for 25,000 star points.
I got to win 60 games and then purchase him?
I mean,
man, that's a ripoff.
I don't disagree, but next up we have Biker Carl, which is the tier 1 Brawl Pass skin. If you purchase the Brawl Pass, you'll be able to collect him right away. Well, him and his tiny little motorcycle. And if you do get the Brawl Pass, I would really appreciate it if you would consider using code LEX. Your support goes a long way in helping to support this channel and my family, so thank you very, very much. Next up is Monster Truck Meg. She's going to cost 149 gems, and she'll be available on the 5th of June. She has a little cowgirl outfit and she dances around when she wins. However, if she loses, naturally she blames her gun. For her super, she turns into a big monster truck instead of a mech, which it looks pretty cool. Next, we have probably my favorite skin, and that's Pyro Spike. He will cost only 49 gems and is going to get released on the 13th of June. At first, all I could see was Spike in Among Us, but I love it. His shots are like fiery cacti and his super smolders. Kind of like me. Okay, yeah, no. Don't do that. His winning and his losing animations are top notch, even though I'm never going to see the losing animation, of course. But this is one heck of a skin for 49 gems, and I'm absolutely going to be getting this one. Next up, we have Overlord Byron, which is also going to cost 149 gems and is going to be released on the 8th of June. When he wins, he puts on display those 6 staff skills, and he proudly displays that jellyfish in his backpack. But when he loses, well, his pet turns on him. I don't think that's going to end well for him. Next up, we have Galaxy Storm Lola and her 3-eyed fox scarf. Now, this one is going to cost you 79 gems and is going to be released on the 10th of June. While this one does have all of the animations, for some reason, it just doesn't really strike my fancy. But hey, if you're a Lola fan, you're probably going to love it. For Golden Week, we have Daruma Mr. P, and this is going to cost 79 gems and be released on the 29th of this month, which is April. I think it's April. Yeah. Now, at first, I didn't think I was going to like this skin, but the more I played it, I actually really do. It looks very sleek, and his animations are not like over-the-top insane, but they're just, well, sleek. For 79 gems, I like this skin quite a bit. Now, just one day later, on the 30th of April, we have Tempest Terra. This is another 149 gem skin, and it looks tremendous. The super animation is off the charts, and then with her winning animation, she shows that skill off, but her losing animation, well, she gets a bit more clumsy. It happens to everybody. This is a great skin, and actually, I'm giving away 6 of these skins. To enter, all you gotta do is put your player tag in the comments down below.
My name is Can You Dig It? Can I enter?
Not your name, just the tag. Now, you don't have to subscribe to enter, but if you enjoy the content, then please do. I'll announce the winners over on my community page within a week, and also, while you're over there, be sure to go vote for the most hated brawler. I got a poll up there. We already have 10,000 votes, so let your rage be heard.
I'm voting for Shelly 3 times because she's a
Oh, okay. And then the last 10 skins that I can show you right now are for True Silver and True Gold Belle, Meg, Stu, Lola, and Ash. These, of course, will be bought using coins. 10,000 for the silver and 25,000 for the gold. Now, I didn't get dates on these, so I'm going to assume they're coming with the update and you'll be able to purchase them right away. Now, let's take a look at the sprays.
Yo, remember when I had that fart spray?
Yeah, that's not the kind of spray we're talking about.
Yeah, but that was funny.
Why are you still here? Anyway, There are 35 of them in total. Now, sprays will unlock at 200 trophies, and you'll earn extra slots by progressing further on the trophy road. When you get to 200 trophies, you'll get 3 to start off with, and then you'll unlock more slots at 650, 1300, and 1600 trophies. Now, all of the trophy road brawlers have individual brawler sprays, as well as Terra and Mr. P have skin-specific sprays as well. We have one for the Stunt Show Challenge, and another one for a challenge that has not yet been named. Also, there are just a bunch of others that are probably going to be in the shop on rotation, so you're seeing them on screen. I'm looking forward to buying them all. Now, to use these, you just go to where your pins normally are and you'll see a new tab with sprays. Set the ones you want to use and have a blast. Now, the next new thing that we are getting are some new gadgets. And while they didn't mention it, Surge actually has 2 brand new gadgets. And that's because Surge is getting a total rework. Now, I'll show you that here in a second, but the other 3 gadgets are basically what we thought from the Brawl Talk. Terra summons little fireballs that deal 500 damage per hit, and if you're right on top of somebody when you press the gadget, like all 3 will spawn and hit them, dealing 1500 damage. Jackie's gadget will rebuild any walls or grass that has been destroyed. You know, she's out there doing God's work, rebuilding the whole world just one wall at a time. It's a pretty cool gadget that could definitely come in handy. Now, the radius is, well, pretty small. That's what she said. But what she rebuilds is permanent, or at least until a bull charges through it again. So Meg's gadget is a turret that she drops that gives her and her allies more reload speed. The radius is small but effective if you can be in it for any length of time. Come on, I just want to make a joke. Now, I think that it might be tricky to use, but it could work well in conjunction, especially with like some throwers who can stay in it behind a wall. Now, on to Surge. He can no longer teleport, but they have replaced it with a super that can jump directionally. Think of like a very miniature crow leap. It's pretty darn cool. Now, his new gadgets are as follows. His first one is called Power Surge. This will grant him 2 levels of power for 10 seconds. So if you're upgrade level 2 on Surge, it will max you out for 10 seconds. His second one is called Power Shield, and when activated, it will block 80% of the incoming damage for just 1 hit. And in exchange, that energy will be transferred into more Surge power, and it'll completely fill his ammo bar, which I think is going to be really good, actually. Overall, while the teleport was honestly really great, it just felt like Surge, I think that this is a nice change and will actually make him more versatile. Now, we have some brand new animated pins, as you're seeing on screen, and yes, as a million of you pointed out in my last video, the standard player pins have been animated, all of them. The angry pin is actually quite hilarious now. So yeah, you're going to be getting a lot more animated pins, which is a very nice touch. And finally, we have a large round of balance changes. First off, let's take a look at the nerfs. Up first is Spike. He has seen his life plant gadget HP reduced from 3500 down to 1750. Byron has also seen his supercharge rate increase from 3 to 4 basic attacks. The next one is Fang, and he just got clobbered by the nerf bat, and he deserved it. First up is his hit points. They have been reduced from 4500 down to 4300. Next up is his super damage, reduced from 1200 down to 1000. His gadget roundhouse kick stun duration has been reduced from 1 second down to 5 seconds, as well as fresh kick, his star power that resets his super every time he kills somebody, no longer works if he kills a pet. Next up is Eve, and she is receiving 3 nerfs. First off, her projectile speed has been decreased. Next, her hit points have been decreased from 3000 down to 2900, and last, her base damage has been reduced from 400 down to 370. So 3 nerfs for Eve. And the last nerf goes to Gale and his blustery blow star power. The stun duration has been reduced from 1.5 down to 1.25 seconds. But we also have a handful of buffs, and at the top of that list is BB. BB has seen her base hit points increased from 4200 up to 4400. Also, she has seen her damage increased from 1300 up to 1400 damage. One of the biggest buffs, in my opinion, is Bo. His projectile speed on his basic attack has been increased by 7%, and it is very noticeable, and I think that Bo is really going to benefit from this. Next up is Griff, and he actually has a buff and a nerf. First, the nerf. His Keep the Change star power has been decreased from 35 down to 25% speed. They have, however, increased his base unload speed by 50 milliseconds. So now Griff can unload his ammo faster without the star power, and with the star power, it's basically the same as before. So it was a nerf, but it all kind of just washes out. However, he did get a buff, and that is to his business resilience star power. Now, before it healed him for 10% of his missing health, like every tick. Now it's going to heal for 15%. Now, we've dealt a lot with gadgets, and Squeak is actually getting both of his gadgets buffed, and quite considerably. His wind-up gadget will now increase the damage of the next attack by 50%. That's a pretty good buff, but his residue star power is even better. It's going to last 5 seconds longer, and even more so, it's going to leave a slowing zone in that for the entire duration. So if anybody walks in that vision zone for 20 seconds, they're going to get slowed. And basically, you just block off an area for 20 seconds. It's really strong. Next up, we have Lou. His super cool ability is now a baseline ability, but only at 90% effectiveness. The new Super Cool increases the freezing by 33%, which is a 20% gain from what it used to be. Also, Hypothermia star power now decreases the enemy damage depending on how much they are frozen, and it can reduce their damage by up to 50%. So we've got some changes to gears as well. Of course, the resistance gear has been scrapped and been replaced with a brand new vision gear, which is significantly better and, in my opinion, well worth your consideration. Now, as you can see on the screen, whenever you hit an enemy, they will be visible in the grass for 2 seconds after you hit them. While this is somewhat map dependent, it's still a very solid gear now. We also have a brand new environment, the Stunt Show, and as you can see, it's very stunty. Yeah. You'll see Stu and Bonnie doing tricks on the sides, and at the back, occasionally Janet will be flying above. That's pretty darn cool. And finally, we have a brand new loading screen. And once again, the artists have knocked it out of the park with this one, and it just looks fabulous, but not as fabulous as you if you subscribe for more sneak peeks and Brawl Stars content. So, yeah, that's it. Bye.
Yo, can I borrow some money, Lex?
No.